As you all know, support and resistance is the basis of technical analysis, and if you can learn how to draw them correctly, you will be able to find deals with really high win rate. And in this video, I will show you my support and resistance strategy. But now let's wait for this deal to close and let's start analyzing. Hello fellow traders, in this video we're talking about support and resistance, and I will show you why most traders use them incorrectly. So first things first, we will figure out what support and resistance is, and I will show you how to find those key levels on the chart. Then we will figure it out how to draw support and resistance levels correctly, and in the end I will show you how to open a deal using those levels. And of course, we will hold a trading session on real market. And by the way, if you like this video and it turns out to be useful for you in your trading experience, please don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos with strategy reviews and trading guides. So let's get back to the main portion and let's get started. Let's talk about support and resistance. So what is it? It is basically key levels of the price when big players are entering the market because they are interested in it. And this is the way how they changing the direction of the price. Let's look at the example. So right here, you can see that the price was going down to a specific level and it was reversing its movement right here, for example. So basically price was reaching the level down and it was reversing and of course moving up. It gives us the understanding that at that point big players are interested into entering the market and moving the price up. Resistance is a complete reverse case. Right here you can see that also same thing. This is the level when the price was reaching this level and it was going down. So the price basically moves between support and resist levels. And you may ask, why are we interested to find those levels? Basically because if we are trading with support and resistance levels, we are trading with big players on the market. And that means if we're opening the deal for an uptrend, we know that there are potentially big players and we will get this deal. So the biggest problem for beginners when they are trading with support and resistance lines is that they actually cannot apply it and draw it correctly on the chart. And at the end, the chart looks something like this. And as you can tell, trading with this kind of chart is impossible because your analysis at the end just confuses you, and there is a term for that, analysis paralysis. And first of all, we need to talk about how to correctly draw and apply support and resistance lines on the chart. So how can we correctly draw support and resistance lines on the chart? For that, I use 5 simple rules which gonna make your life much easier. So let's talk about rule number 1. You need to find multiple rejections on the chart. So right here in this example, you can see that the price reached this point, jumped back, reached this point again, and jumped back up again, creating the second rejection, which means that when the price is gonna go down again, there is a big possibility that the price is gonna reverse and go back up again. And this is actually really a good support level. And the second rule is that right here, you can see that the price didn't touch our support line, but I still told you that that was a rejection, right? It's because you never should think about support and resistance lines just as a line. It's actually a whole price zone, entering which the price may actually reverse. Most traders, they draw just one simple line, but think about it not as a line, but a whole zone, a bit higher, a bit lower than this line, right? And when we draw this line, we can see that the price actually entered the zone and jumped back again. Now let's talk about rule number 3. So we still have the same chart as we had with first and second rule, and let's talk about line of resistance. Supposed to be somewhere right here. Why do you think so? Because we saw multiple rejections before. But if you continue looking at this chart, and you will see that the price goes completely through that level, of course, ignoring it. What should we do in this case? We need to look at older, previous and older and stronger level of resistance. And in this case, it's supposed to be somewhere right here. And as you can see, that there was no multiple rejections, right? And that leads us to the rule number 3. If we see that the price goes to one price level and critically drops or rises up to another one, that means that this strong movement of the price gives us the ability to form a strong resistance or support lines as the multiple rejections would. And you can see what's going to happen next. Price was at that level for a while and then coming back down to our support line. Now, rule number 4, and it sounds something like this. The line of support became the resistance line and back again. Let's see the example. Right here on the chart, you will remember that we saw the support levels here. But if we look at what happened previously, you will see that the support line was actually the resistance line on this chart. The price was going up and down from that line, making it a resistance line. And after the breakout, it became this support, not the resistance line. And this whole situation is giving us the confirmation and understanding that this is an even stronger level that we need to pay attention to. And final rule, rule number 5, is that you need to draw only those levels that are actually close to the price at this moment, this specific moment. For example, right here, we can clearly see that this is the support line and this is the resistance line, right? But if you look at what happened previously, the support and resistance line would be different. And what you need to do is not to pay attention to that, because we need to look only at the time frame where we are working right now, and you need to focus on this moment. Okay, now you think you know all the rules on how to draw support and resistance lines. Let's try it trading. So you can see our chart right here. We draw our support and resistance lines. We can see that the price moving respectfully to those. And now you can see that the price reached the level of resistance. And of course, you may think that you need to start trading and put your first deal for a downtrend, right? And if you would do that, I would be really sorry for you. It's a big bad news for you here. So now you may ask, why did this happen? First of all, you need to understand that any key level is not going to be there forever, right? And at some moment there is going to be a breakout. So that means when you use resistance and support levels, this is not enough to use only those two, right? You need to use additional instruments of technical analysis. For example, I often use the stochastic indicator. And we talked about this indicator in my course, link to which is going to be in the description box down below. And in this course, we not only talked about stochastic, we talked about many different indicators. Additionally, we talked about technical analysis and, of course, risk management. So if you want to learn how to work with binary options, you can get my course completely for free. Link again in the description box down below. Now let's get to our chart. So right here, we opened our first deal for a downtrend, but if you look at the stochastic right here, you will see that this deal would be a big mistake, which it was, because stochastic was in the level of oversold and it began growing up. So that's a big signal that the price is going to go up, right? So that means when we get contradictory signals from our indicators, which we have two of them right now, this is a bad idea to enter a deal. But if you look at one of the previous situations, right here you can see the perfect point to enter a deal for a downtrend. The price rose to resistance levels. Stochastic gave us the signal to open the deal, and that would be perfect. So now let's finally collect all the knowledge that we got, and let's try to analyze the chart using support and resistance and find our ideal points to enter a deal. First of all, of course, we need to find the support level for this chart. In this case, it's going to be right here, because we saw that the price was jumping up from that level and showed us really big growth. Next one is going to be the resistance level, and you would probably think it's going to be right here. It would be correct, but At this point, this level is not important for us because we have even closer level with which we had multiple rejections, and this level is actually closer to the price at this specific moment, and it is more important for us. Now, as we found both of the levels, we need to wait for the price to be closer to one of them. In this case, it's support line, and as you can see, it just entered the zone of support line, right? Support level. But if we look at the stochastic, it gives us the signal that we can enter a deal for the downtrend, but it's still in the area of oversold. That means we're gonna wait a little bit and see what's gonna happen with the next candlestick. And right here, we can finally see the doji candlestick, and at the same time, the stochastic gives us the clear signal to open the deal for an uptrend, and that would be the great opportunity to open our deal and enter the deal for the uptrend. And we're opening for an uptrend, and we can see hammer and the price is shooting up. But now we can see right after that the price actually entered the level of resistance. Now it's going back down again. We look at the stochastic and we see that stochastic gives us clear signal that the price is going to go down. And we also see the momentum candlestick that gives us the ability to open the deal for the downtrend. So right here we would do that, and after we did it, we will see what's gonna happen, and we see that the price is going down. And of course, at the end, let's go to pocket option and let's try to open a couple of deals using support and resistance strategy in real lifetime. So time that I'm gonna use is 3 minutes. Amount of money I'm using is $750. It's around 2% from my balance. And let's start. First things first, we need the indicator, and it's going to be stochastic escalator. And for you to draw the support and resistance lines, you can click on drawings and choose horizontal line. So it's easy as heck. Now let's look at the chart that we have here. We're going to make it a little thicker, and it's going to be the support line, and it's white. We see a couple of lines of like rejections, and the second one is going to be the resistance line. It's going to be right here on the chart. Okay, great. Now the same thing I'm going to do to every other currency pair. I'm so sorry. And let's try to find the point to enter our first deal. Okay, so lucky us, we found the first point where we are entering the deal for an uptrend, because we can see that the price is around the level of support and stochastic is going to the level of being oversold. And we're waiting for the price to reverse, basically go up and go into the resistance level. So now let's wait for 3 minutes and see what we got here. Phew, that was interesting, and even though the price corrected itself a little bit, the deal is closed in black, even though we entered the deal a little bit late, but still got the money. So let's do one more deal and see what's gonna happen. So right here we can also see that the price is slowly creeping to the support line, and maybe we will be able to open the deal here. But let's try to find something else while we wait for that. Okie dokie, so we are opening the second deal right here because you can see the support line right there, and of course the stochastic is going to the oversold area. So we're opening the deal here, and of course waiting for the price to go up. Okay, you guys, the second deal is gonna be closed in a black, and we did everything that we were supposed to do perfectly. So friends, I hope you liked this video and it will be useful for you in your trading experience. And if so, don't forget to like up this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to get even better results with supports and resistance, combine this strategy with the reverse candlestick pattern that we have already analyzed in this video. But that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.